Welcome to Salesforce Predator. In this channel, we discuss about various concepts and technologies in Salesforce. This video is part of Lightning Web Component series. In this video, we are going to discuss about Lightning Data Service in Lightning Web Components. Lightning Data Service is a collection of Lightning tags, methods, and events. It's nothing but similar to a standard controller in Visualforce page. So you don't have to write any Apex code to load, create, edit, or delete a record in your component. Okay. So how Lightning Data Service work? Lightning Data Service is built on the top of User Interface API. This User Interface API is used by the Salesforce to build the Lightning experience and to host the Salesforce onto the mobile devices like Android and iOS. Okay. Also, Lightning Data Service caches the results on the client and thus reduces the server drift. It invalidates the cache entries whenever the dependent Salesforce data or a metadata changes in one of the components. Okay. Also, Lightning Data Service respects the CRUD access, field level security, and sharing settings for particular user. Suppose a particular user is using your component and it does not have FLS for that particular fields or CRUD access for a record, so he will not be able to see or display the record. So framework will not display record for him. Okay. In Lightning Web Component, we can implement Lightning Data Service using @wire decorator or adapter, we can say. Then we can implement using Lightning Record Form, Lightning Record View Form, or Lightning Record Edit Form. We have discussed already @wire adapter in one of our previous videos, so we are going to discuss these three: Lightning Record Form, Lightning Record View Form, and Record Edit Form in this video. Okay. So these are the base Lightning components which binds your or wires your form to a Salesforce object. Okay, and if the Lightning record form kind of displays a standard layout, whereas if you want to apply certain designing to all the fields present in your form, then you can use Lightning record form, record view form, or record edit form. Okay, so we'll implement each of these. So let's go to our VS Code. We'll create a Lightning component, create Lightning web component. We'll name it as LDS demo and save it in a LWC directory. Okay. For demo purpose, we are going to use an object created in my arc. So it's a player object and it has some fields like player name, first name, last name, age, and etc. Okay. So we are going to use this object for the demo. So let's create a Lightning record form first. For that, I'll create a Lightning card and embed Lightning record form inside it. I'll give a title as record form, icon name, let's say standard contact, and inside this I'll create a Lightning record form. Okay. We have a record ID attribute for Lightning record form. It specifies the current record's ID. So we'll bind it with the property record ID, whose value we'll set in a JavaScript file. Okay. Next we have object API name. Again, we'll bind it with the property and set its value in the JavaScript file. We'll specify the layout type. So the value for this attribute can be either full or compact. We'll specify full for now. Full means it will display all the fields present inside a layout of this object, right? Then we have a mode attribute. So mode attribute can have three values. It can either be view or read only or edit. Okay, so edit in the sense, if you specify mode as edit, then the form will display in a editable mode. It will have a submit button and cancel button. If we have a read only mode, so it will display the fields as output fields only, and it won't we won't be able to edit this form. And if we specify view, then it will display as output field, but an inline editing for each field will be present. So if you edit these fields, it will allow you to edit that form by displaying the submit and cancel button. So we'll see the difference between each of them by implementing them. It's a read only. That's it. Okay. So it does not have this. We'll copy this and create three more. This is record form in view. This is record form in read. This is record form for edit. We'll save the changes. And here it has to be edit. And here it has to be view. Now in the JavaScript file, we have to get the value of these two parameters, record ID and object name. For now, since we are going to include this Lightning Web component inside a records page layout, so we don't have to uh, fetch the record or specify the record hard coded, right? So we'll fetch the record ID and object name from the page layout only. So for that, first I need to import the decorators. And here I'll specify as @API record ID @API object API name. Okay, and inside connected callback, so this dot object name equal to this dot object API name. Okay. So we'll save our changes. So we have fetched record ID and object API name, and we have assigned object name and record ID over here. So in the configuration file, we'll make each exposed parameter as true and add targets over here, right? We'll save our changes and we'll deploy this code to Salesforce org. Also, instead of specifying the layout type here, we can specify the list of fields to be displayed in the form. Okay, so we are going to see that also next. So it has given me some error. Lightning record. Okay, so it has to be double underscore. We'll deploy this again. Yeah, so code has been deployed successfully. We'll go to this page and we'll edit this page. Okay, LDS demo. So in the list of custom components, we can check if our component is present or not. So it's there. We can add this here, right? And we'll save our changes. We'll go back to our record page. Okay. Yeah. So we can see over here, this is record form, Lightning record form displayed in a read format. Since it is in a read format, there are only output fields present over here and we cannot edit it, right? So next is Lightning record form in a view form, sorry, in a view mode. So output fields are present, along with that editing icon is also present. So uh, at present, there are no cancel or submit button. So if I click on this icon and try to edit this, so I can see the save button and cancel button. So once I change this value and save, yeah, we can change this field value. Okay. And also another one is lightning record form displayed in a edit mode. So it is starting from here, right? So this is the third one. So we'll go to our VS Code. Now, instead of specifying the layout type over here, what we will do is we'll specify the list of field to be displayed in the form, right? So we'll go to our JavaScript file and we'll import the API name of the fields from schema of a Salesforce, right? So for that, we need to use this syntax, import, say first name from @salesforce/schema slash player underscore c dot first underscore name it has to be, right? Similarly, we'll import other fields of player object. So last name, here we'll specify age. Okay, C, and here it will be age. We'll create track parameter fields equal to first name, last name, and age. Okay, and we'll specify these fields instead of layout over here. Okay, so we'll replace this in all of the forms. We'll save our changes and deploy code to Salesforce.org. Till then, we'll start writing code for lightning record view. Okay, so the code has been deployed successfully. So let's go and refresh the page. Until then, we can write code for lightning record view form. Okay, so this is lightning record form. If you want more customization on the display of a fields, so how particular field is displayed, or if you want to apply certain design to a field, then you need to switch to lightning record view form or lightning record edit form. Okay, so page has been refreshed. Yeah, so if you can see, we are able to see the specific fields which we have specified, right? So that's it. This is lightning record form in a read mode, this is in a view mode, and next is it is in a edit mode. So here if I change the field value and click on save button, I'm able to make the change to the last name, right? And it is displayed in each of these form fields. This is because of Lightning Data Service, right? So we'll go and create Lightning record view form. So for that, again, I'll create a Lightning card. I'll give title as okay, sorry. Record view form. Okay, Lightning record view form. And inside this, I'll specify the attributes for it. So it will take record ID attribute. Again, we'll specify same record ID and object API name attribute. Okay, so we'll just copy it from here and paste it here. Okay, also we need to specify each of the fields now. So we'll specify it over here. Now, since this is Lightning record view form, we can only use Lightning output field over here, right? And if it is a Lightning record edit form, then we'll use Lightning input field. Fine. So Lightning output field, field name equal to first underscore name underscore C, closing tag. It has to be last name. H. Okay. Similarly, we'll use Lightning record edit form. This has to be input field. Okay. And for Lightning record edit form, we have to specify the submit and cancel button also, right? So we'll just specify a Lightning submit button over here. give a variant as brand label equal. Okay, so type attribute is required. We'll save our changes and we'll deploy this code to Salesforce org. Okay, so let's see if we are able to display lightning record view form and edit form properly. We can also handle various methods on lightning record and lightning record edit form. Like we can handle a reset method on click of a particular button. We can reset the values in this form. We can handle a load method for this particular record edit form. We can handle error method also and success method also. So we are going to discuss them also one by one. Okay. So the code has been deployed, I guess. Let's go and refresh this. It's not displaying fields. Okay, it has to be record edit form. We'll save and deploy it again. Till then we can write a event or handle event for this lightning record edit form, right? So we'll go and write a handle load event. So for this handle load, just have to specify an alert. Okay, data loaded successfully. And we'll disable no alert for entire file. So let's see demo of our previous form. Let's refresh this. Okay, so we can see lightning record form and lightning record edit form, right? Now if you want to change the value of this, I'll make it as 26 and submit. So it is reflected everywhere, right? The age has been changed to 26. Now suppose I want to display toast messages also when I submit this data, right? So we'll do that also, and we'll handle error messages also. So we'll go to our VS Code and handle this, okay? So instead of alert, we will use toast messages only. So first thing, we need to handle these events in the record edit form. So what we have to do is we have to specify the event name over here, right? So on error, we'll call a particular method in a JavaScript file, right? Handle error. Okay. Similarly, we can have on load message, so on load event, sorry. We can have on success. And also we can have other methods like on submit and all those methods. Okay, so we are not going to see that over here. We'll just save this. Fine. Now we need to display toast message, so we'll import lightning toast messages. So for that we need to input show toast event, I guess. Yeah, show toast event from lightning/platform show toast event. Okay, and we'll create instance of these events in each of these methods. Okay, let's specify event constant. We'll specify the title. Okay, so it has to be colon. Variant will specify it as info, and then we have to specify the mode attribute, right? So mode has to be dismissible. We'll save this and we'll dispatch this event. We'll copy this and put it inside a handle error and handle success method also. So this is success successfully this is error occurred. Okay, we'll save our changes, save our HTML file also, and we'll deploy this to our Salesforce org. Let's see if we are able to display these toast messages or not. So it's giving me error. Okay, so it has to be platform show toast event, and yeah, at the rate is also not required over here. So we'll save our changes and deploy this to Salesforce org again. So the code has been deployed successfully. Let's go to our Salesforce org and refresh this page. Let's see if we can show the test messages or not. Yeah, so we are able to see the toast messages, right? So this is an info message. When this record edit form is loaded, on load of this, we are able to show the toast message. Now suppose I'm changing the first name field, and when I click on this submit button, I'm able to see two toast messages, right? So one is for data saved successfully, and once again when the page refreshes, we are able to see the data loaded successfully for the new data which was loaded, right? So this is how we can show the toast messages by handling the events on this lightning record edit form, right? So this is it for this video. I hope you have learned something from this video. So let me know your views and suggestions in the comment sections. Also subscribe to this channel for more videos on Lightning Web Components. Thank you.